In a far land of fairies, there was a kingdom named Marstria. This kingdom had elemental power, fire and ice. The people in this kingdom are living peacefully. King Zion is the ruler of this land. He had the two sons named Prince Edward and Prince Edrich, and Queen Hailey is their mother. The whole palace is very noisy because of happiness. They are dancing and singing with joy. King Zion and Queen Hailey is very happy, seeing their sons smiling with each other and laughing with their friends. Many years pass. The king and queen is now old, and their sons grown up with healthy masculine body. Prince Edrich inherit the elemental power of fire, and Prince Edward inherit the ice. One day, the king and queen realize that they need to step down in the throne in order to live with happiness without thinking irresponsibilities. They decided to pass the throne to their eldest son, Prince Edward. This prince is very responsible, well-disciplined, and very respectable. All he wants for the country is happiness. Unlike Prince Edrich, he is a greedy prince. He doesn't want his brother to become the next ruler, but he can do anything to stop the ceremony. After the coronation, the king and queen live in the kingdom in the hands of Prince Edward. And that's the start of the feud between the two kingdoms. Prince Edrich rebelled his own birthplace, and because of that, the kingdom split into two, named Firecetria and Icetria. King Edward ruled the Icetria and Prince Edrich and the Firecetria. These two kingdoms never had a communication. The Icetrian should not cross the border, as well as the Firecetria, in order to avoid a conflict. Years passed by, and the two princes now have their own family. Prince Edward have one adopted son and one daughter named Prince Adrian and Princess Rhea, while Prince Edrich have two sons and two daughters named Prince Aris, Prince Jerry, Princess Nazareth, and Princess Zoe. They live peacefully in their land. But one day, while Prince Adrian roaming around in Icetria, he didn't realize that he is near in the border. On the other hand, Princess Nazareth is exploring the beauty of nature with her horse named Zack, and she didn't know that she already near in the border between the two kingdoms. Prince Adrian, on the other side, keeps staring the beauty of Firecetria and spotted the beautiful princess in a distance, as well as Princess Nazareth and Icetria. When suddenly their eyes met, the world stopped and found themselves staring with each other. They are in love at first sight. Many days pass. The two keep seeing each other secretly, but unfortunately, the general of Firecetria found out the relationship between the two royals. He reported it to King Edrich. The king was so very angry. He cut the relationship between the two and locked Princess Nazareth to her room. He declared a war against Icetria. While in Icetrian pace, King Edward is very upset to his only son because of what he did. The feud between the two are awakened. King don't like war. He only agreed to split the kingdom because he loves his people, especially his brother. He is very depressed for the upcoming war declared by his own brother. In Firecetria, Firecetриan people is getting ready for the upcoming battle. King Edward of Icetria don't have a choice. He need to fight for his people, family, and his beloved land. Prince Adrian is very sad in the palace because of what happened. He will not able to see the princess anymore. He keeps staring at the star in the window, believing Princess Nazareth is doing that too. He kept thinking a way to stop the feud between the two, and one idea came up to his mind. Without hesitation, he wrote a letter to Princess Nazareth and sent it to her with the use of his ice power. After Princess Nazareth read it, she immediately sneaked out of the palace using her horse Zack and meet Prince Adrian at the border. Not long after they leave the land together. On the day of the battle, King Edward is getting ready of what will happen between him and his brother. But suddenly, a powerful combination of ice and fire appeared in the middle of the battlefield. They are very shocked of what they saw. They can't move. After a second, King Edward and King Edrich is back to their senses. King Zion and Queen Hailey appeared. All the people lowered their head as a respect to their majesty.
Edward and Edrich, what do you think you're doing? How dare you to ruin my beloved kingdom?
Prince Edrich tried to explain, but King Zion interrupted him.
Enough! I know everything you've done. How can you do this to your people? You almost kill our people. You're a selfish prince. Is that an attitude of a true king?
King Edward and King Edrich felt sorry and guilty of what happens. They loved their parents very much, and King Edrich realized that what he did is wrong. He realized that he's covered by jealousy and power. He didn't think his family. King Zion decided to make the kingdom unite again, and now this kingdom is the strongest kingdom in the world. They rule the kingdom as a family, and Prince Adrian and Princess Nazareth continue their unfinished love story, and they live happily ever after. The